Hey guys, and welcome back to Castle Crush, and today we are going to be playing a dragon deck with Cannon Shot and Gust of Wind. This is a pretty unique sort of deck here, as it really just relies on pushing my opponent back and delaying them consistently, and then using the Fire Elemental, Cannon Shot, and Meteor to pull off the win. So, you know, that's not really that much damage, especially considering this is like regular matches and not like double mana speed. Although it is going to be all-in mode, so that does help a little bit, because at least, you know, I don't have to wait around for the cards, especially the dragon, which is very helpful. Because otherwise this deck would probably be too top-heavy. The dragon probably wouldn't get out there very quick. And as you can see, just lots of delaying cards. I'm trying to figure out which lanes are going to put the most damage on me, and then try to focus on stalling those for as long as possible while I do damage to my opponent's castle. The problem here is that I really have to keep drawing cards as quickly as I can. The dragon's arguably the best card because it pushes all three lanes back a little bit, which can give me valuable time to get on my opponent's castle, as well as to draw additional cards. And really close match here. I just have to keep delaying, and the Ice Elemental obviously is great against any sort of melee card. Even the skeletons, though, from Skull King, pretty good at delaying. Should waste my opponent's time a bit. And I got rid of the dragon there since it was the least susceptible to blocking on the skeletons, but I didn't really have many other options, and unfortunately I came up a little bit short in that match, but still, even still, I thought it was pretty good. Showed the potential here. And it is really interesting how many decks you can really delay just with the right combination of spells. You can really keep your opponent pretty pushed back. And that always amazes me, you know, that it's just possible to really do that with just the right combination of spells. Kind of waiting for them to get a little bit closer before using Gust of Wind, but ended up deciding it was best to just use it and draw another card because I wanted to get some other cards out. I don't want to have too much time where I'm sitting around not doing damage. So, from that perspective, I always want to be drawing cards when I can. And the dragon, just to close out the match. They might have almost won it there, but I managed to keep holding them off because of that dragon. And this might be the winning play here, and it is. Let's go. Absolutely fantastic victory there, and one away from that victory chest. Oh, never mind. I just cut straight to actually getting it. So did get an epic card out of that, which was the Skull King, and that's always a good one to get. So let's jump in here again. Really liking how this deck has performed in these matches in all-in game mode, because it definitely seems to work very well, especially when things like this happen, where I can easily concentrate on delaying their troops, and that makes it really easy for me to go in and do some major damage to their castle. And I'm gonna have to analyze when I want to use my dragon. I will have to use it because that lane can do more damage than I think what I had out there. So that dragon, though, should have saved me from most of the DPS. And now that the catapult is frozen, it's pretty much going to be a win for me, I think, given the castle HP difference and the cards I still have to work with, probably. Yeah, I've got pretty much what I need, and that looks like it's going to do it. They do have a catapult pushing up, as well as a Reaper, but they're not really that close, and that is all there was for that. So we pick up another victory there. This time my opponent is being very aggressive with a fire elemental, and they have a black knight and a mage in that lane too. So that's a very dangerous middle lane stack, and I will need to really come up with some moves here because they are applying the pressure. Luckily, I do get the dragon. I'll have to throw that out there, and I could use the meteor defensively. I was trying to still just maintain a good offensive push, but the problem is that Black Knight is going to do so much damage, and I think I'm going to get caught here because I already used my dragon really. One last little try. Wow, I managed to get one lane off of me. Whoa, whoa, wow, okay. Now we maybe are back in business. I really just put the dragon out there so I could get some more cards because I need to do more damage here if I want to come back and pull this off. That would be insane, and I almost have it. What? What was that, guys? What was that? It really looked like I should have lost that match. That was crazy. Whoa. That was... I should have lost that. I mean, I was like literally just a few seconds from, like, if I hadn't played that Skull King just a few seconds later, I would have lost. I mean, really, like, maybe even one more set of hits I would have lost. It was that close. Here my opponent has a very strong setup. I don't know how I'm going to get through this push. I will definitely have to delay them and then try to hope for the best, but it's already not looking very good just because they have the ranged attack with the Archer Queen. That's going to be very dangerous to deal with, and then that dragon doesn't even catch the Fire Elemental. But Skull King is probably the best card I could ask for right there in terms of just giving me some multi-lane coverage. And then I'm going back and being aggressive on their castle. Maybe turning this around. I did have a decision right there to make in terms of do I take out the Archer Queen or not. Ends up backfiring, kind of. And now I'm maybe in trouble, but I do have another dragon. So that dragon could be all I needed to get the win. And it might be. I'm really close. I've still got the advantage. And I should have it. There it is. Another really clutch victory, guys. Some really clutch plays here down the stretch in these matches, because it really is about delaying my opponents. In many cases, I can't win just with the cards alone. They have stronger cards, but I have to delay them long enough to get my own damage cards on their castle. And this match already way ahead. Very far ahead. Just have to hope that the cards I get continue to be good. And continue to be the right cards for the moment. I still have a DPS lead. That dragon, again, very life-saving. The dragon, hands down, has saved me numerous times in matches. And it is just very, very helpful with its ability, especially when there's huge pressure on your castle and you're trying to delay your opponent. It is definitely a life-saving card. And that is going to do it. There is the win. Cannon shot for the win. And of course, Meteor just has that really good synergy with Gust of Wind. That was unfortunate they're not catching the Necromancer completely with the Fire Elemental. Normally, I'm better about landing that move, because it is an important use for the Fire Elemental. One of the most important reasons I even have the Fire Elemental in a lot of decks is for its counter against the Necromancer. Especially since it has a little bit more functionality to it than Meteor does, for example. But I could catch that lane with a Meteor. I do not have one at the moment, though. So just trying to be patient and continue to wait for some new cards. Now I have a Meteor, but I don't have good matchups, so... And of course I had to use the Meteor, so I am continuing to delay my opponent, but I'm not really getting very much damage on their castle in this match, which doesn't bode too well, and they have a lot of powerful cards. So this is going to be really difficult to win, I think. Unless I can just, I mean, it's because normally if I can just delay a couple lanes and let one lane go, that can be better. But in this match, unfortunately, all 3 lanes really have to be delayed, which is going to be very difficult. But I do have a castle health advantage, so I'm going to have to really push that hard here because my time is running out. Oh, the dragon to the rescue again. Wow, insanely clutch dragon draw right there, and that gave me what I needed, I think, almost all, except they had to fortify. Oh no. Almost. This is going to be really close. Gust of wind. Oh, wow. That fortify won that for them. Fortify is hard against decks that rely on spells like Meteor and Cannon Shot for damage, because it means you have to draw more cards really in order to counteract that, unfortunately. So it does make it a lot harder. Here, this is tough. My opponent has a catapult. Luckily, I get the card I needed with the gust of wind, and then getting that Black Knight back off my castle does reset this match a little bit. Gives me another chance to try and pull off a win, but the Skull Queen is very bad news. She's going to be very difficult to deal with. So I've got the Meteor. I do have a dragon, which is very good. Unfortunately, that catapult, have to get rid of it. I'm running out of chances big time because they have Meteor too. Oh man, I really am going to need some damage cards here. So close. Oh no. Oh, I just need one more card. Well, more than just that, but really close. Yes, no, yes, there it is. Really close. I knew I had a little bit more because I knew I was outside of Cannon Shot or Meteor one-shot range of my castle HP, so I was like, probably still in decent shape. Anyways, that is going to do it for this Dragon Cannon Shot deck challenge here. I thought this was a pretty crazy deck, kind of unique, just really focused on delaying my opponent, but still won a, you know, decent handful of matches. It's not really the best deck, but it is kind of a fun one to just change up the pace with. So leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought about this video in the comments, what other types of content I should create. Maybe subscribe if you are new to my channel. And thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more videos.